playing in an orchestra, one of the most elegant, yet hardest ways of creating music. Had it been a couple of years back, this statement would have been true. But thanks to computers now, music is being produced in a lot of different ways, without the necessary need for an orchestra. Though, talking about orchestrated music can be really vague sometimes, as this isn't really a genre, but rather a way to create, or more exactly, the means of production of said music. That being said, I believe that one of the strengths of this type of music is being able to convey emotions much more clearly, not just by the way the instruments are played, but also by the pacing of the music itself. With the right blend, it's even possible to convey a story without a single word. And that is exactly what I'll talk about today, with an album from Harimusic elegantly entitled Symphonic Poem of the Myouren Temple's History. It rolls right off the tongue. Let's start by breaking the tradition, if I can put it like that. The album doesn't contain 5, but 11 tracks this time around, all centered around Myouren's journey, starting with the passing of her brother, the quest to find a way to extend her lifetime, befriending yokai, getting sealed away, all up to the events of Unidentified Fantastic Object and her liberation. Of course, what I just described to you directly came from the leaflet of the CD itself, but you wouldn't need to read it in the first place to get this idea. Every single track is beautifully rendered with strings, brass, and drums to convey the emotions needed to piece the story together, whether it does contain sorrow, acceptance, apprehension, anger, or more simply, relief during the quiet parts. And speaking about it, I think one of the traps most people fall into when thinking of orchestra is trying to make a bombastic piece without leaving any quiet moments. Sometimes all you need is a silent moment to understand what's going on, which this album does perfectly. Also, unsurprisingly, if you enjoy albums with continuity, that one is just made for you. It's not uncommon to find that you went through 2 songs at one point because the transition between the two seemed so seamless. I think this contributes to the immersion of the album as a whole, and this is a common theme within this artist's albums too, even if some of them can feel a little bit short. But that's honestly what I like about this album. It's pretty down to earth when you think about it, following a story that doesn't have a lot of detail, and yet manages to hit all of the right notes. This is what I think when someone mentions orchestral music, a sound yet resounding piece of art. But of course, this might not be your viewpoint on the matter, so tell me what you think about it in the album. But for now, I need to get Sh's pagoda before she gets angry, so I'll see you later, everyone. Have a great day, and now, finding this pagoda is going to be another story.